With a Kingbolen Soloscan, you can get full system access. It will scan all modules in your car. You can use it to check live data, you can go over fault codes in every module, but in addition to that you also have ECU coding, so you can use coding. For these VAC cars you can use adaptation and coding. It is also bidirectional, and you still have free lifetime updates. So let me show you this scanner in detail. By the way, if you are new to this channel, I am Yuri, I test OBDII scanners, I have tested hundreds of them, and all the best scanners I have put on my website on the page OBDII scanner guide. It is linked in description, and on that page you can choose best OBDII scanners by budget, type or car brand. And if you are not sure which scanner type is for you, click the link on top, download my OBDII scanner buyer's guide, and I will send you short PDF which explains differences between scanners, and you will know which one is right for you. Okay, so this is Kingbolen Soloscan, which is very similar to Kingbolen Ediag Elite. You probably already know Ediag Elite. So this is Soloscan, this is Ediag Elite, and they are very similar. Adapter is the same, app is the same, but there is one difference. Ediag Elite works for all car brands, but it doesn't have ECU coding. With Soloscan you will get ECU coding, some extra brand functionality, but you have to choose make you want to use it for. For example, this Soloscan is for VAC cars, so Skoda, Seat, Audi and Volkswagen. Okay, so let me scan QR code and I will install Ediag app. This is the app, Ediag. I am using Android, not sure what is the name for the iPhones. Now you will have to log in or create account and verify with email. So I did email verification. Now activate device. You can use this scan button and just scan these adapter serial numbers. And there is success message, congratulations, so we can go ahead and try it on car. This is my Golf 5, I hook the adapter in my OBDII port, start the ignition of course. First I have to pair device, then it wants me to download diagnostic software, which is not all software, it is just for searching for car brand, but WinScan does not work on my car, so I have to download Volkswagen software and go directly through Volkswagen. So now I am inside already, we can start with health report, and that will go over all control modules and it will scan them for faults. So now it is scanning all modules. Full scan is very fast, because I tried some even more expensive scanners on this car and most of them took at least 2 minutes. So here we have full scan in about 30-35 seconds, and from all scanned modules you can do all system diagnostic report. And if you want, you can also generate PDF and then send it or share it. So now I will pick some module. Let's go inside instrument cluster and I will show you some of functionality. See, there is a lot of stuff you can do in just one single module, and you can do that for every module. So first we have this information about control module. This might be helpful if you ever need to replace some of your modules. There is another tab with module information. We can read codes. So now I am in instrument cluster, so this would read out codes only from instrument cluster, but I don't have any. If I had, I could also clear them and I could read freeze frame data, but without codes we cannot do any of this. Then you can do bidirectional testing, either by list or by channel. So if you select channel, this is again only for VAC cars, but VAC cars has these bidirectional testing sequences. So now it will test all components in my instrument cluster in sequence, starting with tachometer, now the fuel gauge, speedometer, display, immobilizer light, hot warning light, brake pad indicator, low fuel warning, oil pressure warning, seat belt warning, brake pad warning. See, we can test all of these little components, and this is only for instrument cluster. So for example, if I go to different module, for example, let's go to body module. This is electronic central electric. This is named for body module in VAC cars. Let's go to bidirectional tests, and this time I am not doing sequence. I will just select what I want to test. Let's do high beams, or we can test our left turn signals. We can also do low beams. There are a bunch of stuff you can test in every module, but my point was that every module will give you different bidirectional tests. So body module, you can test stuff like lights, turn signals, maybe horn. In instrument cluster, you can test components in instrument cluster, and then in engine you could test stuff like fuel pump or engine fan. And now, while I am still outside of car, I want to do some coding. So let's go to long coding while I am still in central electrics or body module, just to show you. So this is same if you ever used VCDS and there is long coding. So with this Kingbolen Soloscan, you can do same thing. For example, I can code US turn signals. So my turn signals will always be on. We just have to change this value in turn signal bit, save the coding, and now my turn signals are permanent. So this is just to show you, but now I will go back because this is not the safest modification. So let's go back to long coding, byte 7, adjust value to 0, save coding. And it is done. I am back to my original settings. So you can also use coding, you can use adaptation. For example, with this adaptation, I could remove seatbelt warning. So now the seatbelt will start to beep when I reach 20 km per hour. If I would change this 0 to 1, my seatbelt warning would be off. But I don't want to do that right now. So let's go back. Then you have also coding and online coding. So this is the old coding. So for some modules you have long coding and for some modules you have this simple coding. You can see what each digit does and based on that you would adjust code to have options you want. You have also online coding in case you replace some module and you need long code for that module or code for that module from scratch, you can use this online coding. Then you also have service procedures. So here you have bunch of different service resets you can use. I think it is about 20 or even more service resets. So basically for one brand with this Soloscan you can do everything. Bidirectional testing, full system scan, check live data, do service procedures and even unlock some extra features with ECU coding. And we also have this maintain information. So here you have different information, either for diagnostic procedures or for some coding. Check this out, here are different guides for coding radio systems on different models. Then you have channel information. If you worked with VAC-car before, you know that sometimes scan tool will ask you for channel if you want to do some coding or see live data. But if you don't know channel number, then you have to go through all of them. So here we have channel numbers explained. And also there are some more coding guides for different modules. And now if I disconnect from my car and go back, I want to show you this OBDII. So this OBDII you can use on any car. So you can still use this Soloscan on any car that has OBDII system. But for other brands, if I have Soloscan for VAC and I want to work with other brands, you have only these global OBDII features, which is checking readiness monitors. You can check live data, freeze frame data, read codes, but you can work only with engine. So this is how live data are looking. Let me start car so you can see some change. Now if you want to do some diagnostics, you can also record this data either in this page or you can just select values you want to look at, record them here and save samples or display them in form of graphs. And you can choose up to 4 different values to display in one graph. Now inside this global OBDII you can also read fault codes. You can even choose brand or just select the specific, which I haven't do because I know I don't have any codes. And yeah, these are the main functions you can use with global OBDII. Okay, now let's check out what other functions we might have here. So you have this reports tab where all your reports are stored. So this is report we made before of our full scan of this Volkswagen. And there is also this eOBDII report, which I am not even sure when I created. I guess when I was checking readiness monitors. And then if you go to settings, you can change units of measurement, imperial or metric. And then these are the supported languages for Soloscan. And yeah, that is basically it. So if you work with only one brand, for example, you work only with VAC cars or you work only with BMW, it is good idea to get this Soloscan because it is cheap and you will get that professional functionality. So you can save some money. You don't have to buy scan tool for 500. If you will be using it only for one brand, you can just buy this Soloscan. And check out my blog review in description, there are links and also there will be all the Soloscans for different brands so you can check out which brands are supported.